Hi everyone, so welcome to my channel. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a little get ready with me video while I give you a little story time. I did get started on a little bit, my foundation and my eyebrows, but I did get started on those, and then that's when I thought, like, let me finish by doing a video, since all I have is basically the video that I posted yesterday about what to expect from my channel. My kitties are here, sorry. And so why not just post a new one for y'all today? So y'all don't have to basically wait a week to see, where everything goes. Okay, so the reflection's my mirror. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna just do a little dabbing, and then I'm gonna just dab on some stuff. Oh my gosh, my cat is gonna bother me. I'm sorry. Okay, so let me get started on the story that I do want to tell y'all. Okay, so this is a story about how I got out of an abusive relationship. And I'm not going to tell you the whole story. I'm going to leave that for another video because that is going to be forever long. So I'm just going to explain what made me finally leave. And okay, so me and this guy, I'm gonna name him Ivan. So me and Ivan have been worked together at that moment, have been together for a year already. We had just made a year. And hi Peach. And I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose. And we were staying at these little apartments that were really just terrible apartments that I hated. I couldn't wait to get out of them. And so one time Ivan had told me to go to my mom's for the night. I kept asking why. And he's like, well, I just want you to go to your mom's. And I kept saying, why do you want me to leave? Why do you want me to leave? Like, why do I need to go? And he's like, because I'm going to have a boys' night, this and that. I was like, I call bullshit. Because you never even have people over here anyways. And then he ended up calling my dad for me. Basically just telling my dad, come get your daughter. And my dad ended up going to get me. And sorry guys, this like really bothered me right here. And I was just like, whatever. Like, so I'm gonna leave, I'll leave. So I left. And the next day I came back. Like I said, you can come back tomorrow. Today I wanna have a boys' night. So I was just like, whatever. I went back the next day. I had called him when I got there, and I was like, where you at? Like, why aren't you answering the door? He's like, I'm at work. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna wait outside for you. Like, just let me know when you're on your way. He texts me, no, I'm not gonna be home. Like, should have called before you came over here. I was like, what do you mean? Like, you told me I can come back today. And guys, I noticed that the TV's on because you can see like there's a window and that's my room. There's two windows. There's my room window and then there's the living room window. And you can see my room. And I know the TV's on, and I'm like, he never leaves the TV on when he's not home. And and I starting to focus because I'm just like, why is TV on? Like, what's going on? Oh my gosh, guys! Oh my gosh! So it's gonna raise fire for me because I still get petty to this day. Like, what the fuck? So Ivan, no, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I look at my bed and realizing it's bouncing up and down. We all know what's going down in that bed, guys. Like, it's not gonna be bouncing up and down for nothing. Like, we all know what's going down. And I was just like, oh really? I fucking bang on the window. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, tell that bitch to come outside. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? I'm yelling, bang on the window. And then I see security coming my way. And that's when I see a neighbor and he's like, hey, like, do you need a ride or something? Like, and I was like, yes, like, I'll give you some money to take me back to where I used to live. I used to live on the south side, so take me back to the south side. He was like, okay. And then I see security coming, and then I see Ivan. He opens the door after saying he wasn't home. After I see him bouncing on the bed, or whoever is bouncing on my bed. And he's like, I called security. You need to leave. You need to leave. And I was just like, why'd you come outside? I thought you weren't home. Why did you play your cards? Why'd you come outside? And he's like, because you were leaving with another dude. And I'm like, yes, to take me home. He was offering me a ride back to my mom's because you don't want to open the door. Which I know you're here. I knew you were here. And he's yelling at me. I'm having you kicked off the property, this and that. So I was just like, okay, like, I'm livid, guys. I am livid. I am like crying and stuff. Like crying, ugly crying. Like, really? Like, I started getting so angry and so hurt. I'm just like livid at this point, livid. I go to the store across the street. There's a store. I go to the store. I say, can I use the phone? And they know me. Since we go to the store all the time, they knew me and they let me use the phone. And I'm bawling, crying, and they were like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Everybody at the store is all concerned. They were like, "Are you okay?" I'm just bawling, crying, can't even talk. I call my dad, and I'm just like, "Please come get me. Like, I don't know what's going on." And I'm just so devastated. Like, my dad comes to get me. Like, I'm waiting at the store because I got escorted off the property of my apartment. And everybody outside, like, are you okay? Like, do you need anything? Like, it's just crazy. And my dad finally comes to get me. I'm crying on my way home. As soon as I get home, he texts the phone that I'm using. I use my brother's phone. He texted the phone, and he's just like, then he's getting mad. And he's telling me all this stuff, yelling at me and all that. And by this time, guys, I've already been in the relationship for a year, and I was trying to think, like, this guy's gonna change, and he never changed. I am gonna say now that there's people do change, but then there's people that don't change. And it was just bad. Like, our relationship was just toxic. It was a terrible relationship that I shouldn't have stayed for as long as I did. Anyways, my freaking highlight is like busted, guys. It is busted. Like, I'm surprised a bunch of this stuff is not even falling out right now. And then let me tell you guys, it was not my breaking point at that time. My breaking point was when I had went to go pick up my stuff, and everything was broken. Like my my lotion, my perfume, like he had gave all that away. He told his mom that he can have it, and I was just like, "Bitch, that's my stuff. I pay money, that's expensive. Give me my stuff back." I was just like, really, you give my stuff away, like, really, like, and Cupid's bow. Always gotta highlight the Cupid's bow. And so I'm just like, really, like, and my straightener is broken, like, in half. It was just intense, guys. Like, all of this was just intense. Like, I wasn't comprehending what was going on. But he was getting kicked out of the apartment because we didn't have the money for the rent. And so we were just supposed to pack up our stuff and leave. I was just gonna pick up my stuff and leave and let him deal with the rest. Didn't happen that easy. We ended up getting a motel together that night because I felt bad. And all of that at the hotel, he would blame me for everything. Like the apartment getting, us not having the apartment anymore. All that, like him, I just told him, like, really, it was all my fault. And everything ended up going bananas. Like, I don't know how I ended up on the floor. I ended up on the floor, him hitting me. It just got really bad that night. And I was so hurt, like, physically and emotionally and mentally. I was hurt. I didn't know what to, like, think or do at that point. Just all I kept saying was, I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. The next day, we were getting told we had to leave because, we only paid the motel for that one night. And I'm going to let you know this, guys, okay? Well, that motel was legit a motel. A hotel. Like, a hotel. It was a motel for hoes, okay? As soon as you turned on the TV, there was that porn shit on it. Like, that's how much of a mess that shit was. Like, it was terrible. And I keep putting my mirror away when I need it. It was just bad. And I keep saying that. I feel like I keep saying it was that bad. Or it was just bad. Like, sorry if I repeat myself a lot. And so because I couldn't come up with the money to stay for another night, because I couldn't come up with the money, he obviously, like, wanted me to come up with all the money and stuff, and all that ish. And all this, guys, all this happened in the same week. So I was basically getting like pushed into more and more reasons why I need to get out now. And so when we end up on my mom's apartment, we're walking and he's yelling at me, and I'm over here like, I just want to run, I just want to go, and he tells me, if you try to run, Bianca, I'm gonna hit you with this rock. He grabs a big freaking rock, and he says, if you try running, Bianca, I'm gonna toss this at the back of your head, this and that. And I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm not gonna run. And as soon as we get to the apartments where my mom lived at, he tells me, go ask for the phone. And I go inside. This is where I was finally like pushed out. Okay, he's gonna go get the phone. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna go get the phone and I'm gonna lock the door and I'm not coming back out ever again. That's what happened. I go inside to act like I'm gonna get the phone. No, I lock the door really fast behind me, and I fucking tell my mom, let's call the cops. I need the cops here now. Like, we need the cops here now. And then he is, Ivan, at the window, banging on the window. What are you doing? Come outside. What are you doing? You're supposed to get the phone. This and that. And oh my God, I feel so much like relief where I'm just like, I'm away from him. Like, yes, I'm away. Like, I'm out. I just had all this weight off my shoulders, but at the same time I had this fear because if I go outside, I don't know if he's gonna be outside any day. So for the long, like 2 weeks, I did not leave my mom's apartment to go to the store and nothing. I didn't go anywhere unless I had like a ride or something. And I finally had got a new job and stuff, and everything just basically went back to normal. I had ended up with my life back and stuff, and I did try to get a protection order, but I ended up not being able to get it because every time the lawyer would try to call me, I would be at work. And I'm just like, I would call her, let her know, like, can you call me between this time and this time, because at this time I am at work. But she would call me for some reason at work where I couldn't answer my phone, so I just never got approved for it. But also I started getting to the point where I didn't need it anymore. He stopped coming around, stopped calling, and all this stuff. We had all changed our numbers, all got new phones and everything, and everything just all happened. Everything just happened for the best. I mean, there's this saying where I don't even know how it goes, but if something isn't going right, or somebody's like hurting you, God will like have that person, or if somebody's not good for you, God will have that person hurt you until you decide it's time to leave. And I think that's what it was, is that I was that's basically what it was, and that's what I lived by for so long after that. And a year later I ended up in an amazing relationship with Grwm, and he's like legit like the best thing that ever happened to me now, like after Ivan and stuff. And all that still haunts me to this day. Like, I still have fear in my heart when it comes to him. Like, I mean, there probably will be a point where I'm finally like over him, and like I'm over it. Like, I'm not scared of him anymore, but still, like, there's times where I'm just like, I do get scared if I'm like, if I see him, I'm gonna like freak out. But all of that, guys, like, there is so much more to this story. But it is such a long story that I will have to wait another day to tell to y'all because this stuff is like intense, guys. Like intense. Like sometimes I don't even want to even tell the story because I feel like I will get judged on like why didn't you just leave. Like I feel like a bunch of people who end up in relationships like that, like it's easier said than done. I want to say it's in that kind of situation. It's easier said than done. And yes, there's stronger people out there that are willing to actually get out of that relation or get out of that stuff before it actually goes more wrong. But then there's the people that think like that person can change, and honestly somebody will change if they really want to. Obviously this guy didn't want to change. He enjoyed, being the one in charge. He enjoyed having me a certain way. He enjoyed hurting me. He enjoyed hurting women. Like that was the kind of guy he turned out to be, and that was something that I wanted to this is something that I am learning from, that I hope a lot of people learn from their mistakes. Like I learned from this one. This one was a lesson learned, a big time lesson learned. Like if you feel like something is wrong, or if you feel like there's a guy is not treating you right, or he just likes to hurt you, like even mental and emotional abuse is dangerous, is just as dangerous as physical abuse, because they're actually messing with your head. This guy actually ended up doing all three to me, telling me I wasn't worth anything or I'm nobody. Like he was basically doing all three. So I did get really insecure for a long time, and then it all ended up like working out in the end, you know what I mean? Like I finally like regained my confidence, regained my happiness and stuff. I no longer had a reason to be scared, and I had made friends and I had lost friends because of this situation. I did put a lot of people in this situation. I had, brought people that shouldn't have been brought into the situation, but they see me now and they're like, you're so much better, like I'm glad that you're back to the way you were, that you're back to being strong and stuff. And that's just how like it got. Like I literally like was under some kind of spell for like the longest time. I don't know why this side is just so thick. Like I feel like maybe this part is just not keeping in. I don't know. But yeah, like yeah, everybody like tells me that, you know, saw me then. They now tell me like, I'm glad you're like out of it. Like, I know you, like, a bunch of stuff happened, and so like I'm just grateful for those people that stuck by me and knew that what I was going through. It was just like a lot. Like, couldn't figure a way out. But, you know, I ended up, you know, where I am today, you know. I'm happier than I had ever been. You know, I have my daughter who's healthy. I have a new stepchild. My man is the best. Like, all of this, all of that became a lesson learned. And I had gained strength through it, that I can I'm strong, you know what I mean. And this video has already been 26 minutes and 38 seconds. Okay, so I'm not gonna just blabber all night. So let me know if y'all do expect an eyebrow routine. I feel like, you know, I can do a good job or whatever. And so thank you for getting ready with me this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and time is it? Oh yes, I'm gonna go ahead and get breakfast ready, since I can hear the kids waking up. So thank you guys so much for watching today, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Remember, I don't have any social media at the moment, but I will link my social medias, my Snapchat and Instagram, down below, just in case if you want to beforehand follow me. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to get notified every time I do post a video. So thank you so much for watching again, guys. Love you.